I think you guys are gonna like this one. Hey man, can you please help? I want to know why I feel attacked sometimes by your videos. I mean, sometimes I do agree guys can be dumb, but damn, the cognitive dissonance I'm experiencing is tough. One day I'm like, yeah, you kind of right about that. But sometimes I'm like, why do you always validate women but not men? Women are monsters too. Why do I feel like I like you more if you also validated men too? Is this what hating women is now that I think about it? Like, why does it bother me so much that I hate the fact you talk bad about us? I'm genuinely confused right now, and I feel like I kind of failed to accurately articulate my feelings. Please help. All right, little bro, I got you. Let me lay down the foundation real quick. Here's some disclaimers. Here's number one. If there are aspects of my content that you don't necessarily agree with, that is okay. I am not infallible. I can be wrong, and my takes are my observations and understanding of the way the world is. That's the first thing. The second thing is my content isn't posed in a attack format, right? I generally don't attack people unless they give me reason to. I'm not perfect. I don't always take the high road. The content where I'm critiquing men or making observations of things men do, if that makes you feel attacked, it was probably a miscommunication. Either the way that I delivered it was too abrasive for your liking, or you misinterpreted what I was saying. Because I promise none of my content geared towards men is to attack men. That's the second thing. Third thing, and then I can answer your question. This is really important. I am a man. I am happy to be a man. Being a man is all I know. I don't hate men. I'm not out here trying to stir up conflict with men or anything like that. So when I'm critiquing repeatedly observed behaviors of men or the way that our society is structured by men and things like that, when I'm critiquing those things, it's not with malice. This isn't about hating men or men versus women or anything like that. I'm not racked with male guilt because my fellow man have done fucked up shit. That's not what this is. When you see your siblings or your kids going down a path that you know is wrong or you know may lead to them being hurt, you will try to stop that from happening. But in order for them to know that what they're doing is wrong, you have to tell them that what they're doing is wrong. That's all that I'm doing. I'm not saying men are bad or men are the reason for all the bad or anything like that. What I'm doing is I'm putting up a mirror and I'm saying, hey, this is us right now. This is what we're doing. I don't think we need to be doing this. I don't think this is healthy for us. I want men to succeed. I envision a world where men are allowed to experience the full range of human emotion, where they are not shamed for crying or being vulnerable, where they're not shamed if they're not physically tall or strong or rich or anything like that, where men don't feel the need to resort to violence as a solution to interpersonal disagreements, where men can have real emotional connection to one another, have a real support system with people who will lift them up or help them when they're down, where men aren't under the impression that masculinity means experiencing the trials of life by yourself. I want men to stop thinking of sex as a conquest of other human beings. Men think that when a woman sleeps with a man, her value goes down. What does that say about men? That we devalue the people that are intimate with us? I don't like that shit. So to turn it back to your question, I criticize those aspects of masculinity that I don't think are healthy for men. And if you've internalized those aspects of masculinity as being part of you, it's going to feel like I'm criticizing you. So going back to here, why do you always validate women but not men? Women are monsters too. First off, I don't have a single video ever calling men monsters. That has never happened, and I don't believe that. I also don't believe that in order to validate one group, you have to say that the other group sucks. I don't think that's the case either. I just make my observation or my breakdown of the thing. The people who feel validated feel validated. If I make a video and the point of the video is the friend zone isn't real, she just doesn't like you, and with no obligation, you've decided to stick around anyway, and you're calling it the friend zone, but it's not real. That's a critique on entitlement. That's a critique on being able to accept rejection. It's a critique on a bunch of different stuff, right? A lot of women in femme presenting have been accused of putting a guy in the friend zone. So when I talk about how that's bullshit, they're going to feel validated, right? A lot of men have accused women of putting them in the friend zone. So when I critique the friend zone, those men are going to feel like I'm critiquing them or attacking them. But I'm not. I'm just talking about the thing. I'm giving my interpretation, observations, my breakdown of the thing. I'm not out here saying men suck or women can do no wrong. I'm not doing none of that. Also, to say that I don't validate men is untrue. I get quite literally hundreds of comments and DMs from men saying, hey, I love what you're doing. Please keep going. I'm glad more men are having these conversations. I'm glad more men are saying the things that I want to say, but I haven't yet. That kind of stuff. I don't validate toxic men. I don't validate toxic masculinity. Does that make sense? I hope this helps. See you in the next video.